sugars. So today we're going to get into this drugstore look, all drugstore. And the first palette we're going to dip into is the e.l.f. Carnival Candy palette. And I'm going to take that reddish brown and buff that all into my crease. So I'm just buffing that in, and then I realized it's a little dark for y'all to see, so I had to turn on my ring light so y'all can see me buffing and, you know, blending. And while I have y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share, or whatever. And this whole look is going to be drugstore, which means you can buy it from CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid is closed, so you know, all the little drugstores or whatever. I mean, you can go to Target and Walmart too, but yeah, because my friend said I be only wearing bougie makeup. So then I'm going to go into this other e.l.f. palette. I don't remember which one that is, but I'm going to go into that chocolate brown and focus that more so in my outer V and just in the crease. I'm not going to go above where I took the reddish brown color from the other palette. And these palettes are only $3. And then we're going to cut the crease, and I use a e.l.f. concealer. Not really sure which color I use because I have just about all of them. And I didn't use the matte one because, baby, those dry down. It was the regular 16-hour one. I'll make sure I have, you know, the stuff y'all need in the description box. And then I'm just going to pat that to make sure I have an even base. So then I'm going back into the reddish brown from the Carnival Candy palette. And I'm going to blend that in more with the reddish brown that I laid down, just to create that nice little definition transition. And then I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to pack that all into the cut crease that I created. And this is to allow my shimmers to really pack a punch. You can also do this with mattes. So I'm going into this other e.l.f. palette with the fluffy brush, and I'm going into the darker pinkish kind of purple shimmery shade. But like I was saying, if you use the NYX glitter glue, you don't have to use it just on the shimmers, but it also makes the mattes pop. Like, it gives it a whole another level of poppington. And then in that same palette I used earlier, I'm going to go into the lighter shimmer, and I'm going to pack that all in the inner corner and just make sure I blend those two into each other so it can give you a nice little gradient. Real cute or whatever, real simple. And then I tried to take the lighter lavender color and focus that more so in my inner corner, but I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, it didn't do nothing. So you don't have to do that step, but I did it because I did it on the other eye, and I was like, oh, that's gonna do something. It ain't do nothing, y'all. Didn't do nothing at all. And then I'm gonna use this Maybelline liner. Real nice, real dark, real easy to use, because y'all know liner is not my ministry. So then I'm going to use my Eylure lashes and my duo glue to apply my lashes. And for mascara, I believe it's Maybelline. It was a Maybelline Lash Sensation, or is that CoverGirl? It's one of them, y'all. I can't remember. I have it down below. But either way, it was drugstore too. And I'm just applying my lashes. And then I use the Infallible primer. And then I'm going to use my Infallible foundation. And if I'm not mistaken, the color is something amber, deep amber, golden amber. It's gonna be down below, y'all. Now I ain't gonna lie, I was like, ugh, she's a little dark. She's just a teensy weensy dark. Yeah, she's probably more golden than I honestly go for. And I was nervous, but the other color was way too light in red. Way too light in red. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my brush to buff that out. And then I'm going to use the concealer. Clearly, one of them was way too light, so I went with, I believe the color was Honey. And I just focused that where I would normally do my concealer. And then I used my e.l.f. concealer, which I realized was crazy red. I believe that's Rich Ebony, as my contour. But with it being as red as it was, it kind of worked out for me because, like I said, I felt like my foundation was a little too goldeny, which made it come off slightly darker. But I feel like with the concealers and the quote-unquote contour slash bronzer, because it's so red, it kind of worked out for the better. Because I'll be honest, I used to not buy drugstore. Like, the first makeup my mom or anybody ever bought me was legit MAC, because they were the only ones that fit my complexion way better than anything from the drugstore. Everybody else started with, oh, L'Oreal and all of them. No, I started with MAC because I could never find my color. They're getting better though. So we're gonna blend out my concealer. I always blend out my concealer last, just so that way when you let it sit, I feel like the coverage gives you, it's way better versus blending it out as soon as you put it down. Now there's some concealers you can't let sit, like that e.l.f. Hydro Matte one. Baby, when I say she dries down, she dries down, okay? You got to move quickly with that one. But for this one, this is my first time using it. I ain't gonna hold you, I liked it. I also want to try it's a CoverGirl concealer everybody's talking about. I think I'm gonna go get that next for my drugstore concealers, because I have the e.l.f. ones and now I have these. It looks like I put a lot of concealer on. Ooh. But anyway, it's gonna work out for the better. It's gonna work out for the better. And my camera died, so now I'm gonna go ahead and bring y'all to the powder. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I believe that's medium deep, to set under my eye. Then I'm going to use, I believe it's deep, in the same Maybelline Fit Me powder. And I just feel like that really helped kind of bring my face together with setting it. And I did kind of take it a little over the concealer just because, like I said, I felt like it was a little bright. But you know, it works out for the best or whatever. And I didn't take any product down my nose. I just took the concealer because, like I said, the foundation was already a little dark. And then what I used for the contour was a little red. So yeah. So then I am taking the contour from the Black Radiance contour palette. And I'm taking that down my nose. I didn't put any quote unquote liquid product. I just used the powder. So excuse my little ghetto brush. She broke in the midst of me filming. It was an e.l.f. brush, but I had to let it go. And half of my brushes are actually in South Carolina at So's house. Then I'm taking the darker color from the Black Radiance palette that I use on my nose, and I'm using that to quote unquote set up my contour. And then I'm just going back with my powder brush just to, I felt like it wasn't, you know, I wasn't blended all the way. And then I'm going to use the NYX Sweet Cheeks, and I chose Bang Bang. The other color, I feel like it wasn't going to match the eye. It wasn't going to do what I needed to do. Oh yeah, I clearly forgot to mention what I use for bronzer. I use the Infallible and then in that same Black Radiance palette, I'm going to use the highlighter. And I'm just going to put that on my nose. Because truthfully, I don't use highlighter enough to go out and buy a whole nother one. And then I'm going to set my face with the Maybelline Lasting Fix. And then, because my fan died and I didn't charge her, we're going to just use my lashes packet to dry my face down. And then I'm going to take my NYX pencil, lip pencil in brown, and I'm going to line my lips. And then I'm going to take Reef from the Maybelline lip glosses, and I'm going to put that all over and just blend in my lip gloss with my liner. And then I took the Colossal CoverGirl mascara and coated my bottom lashes to bring them back to life. Doop 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 doop. And this is the final look. ALL Drugstore. Look at me. Ooh, I'm cute. I wasn't going nowhere. I was bored, so I threw on a white tee, did a little curl, you know, just something so I can look presentable for y'all, get the full look. And yeah, this is the final look. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, sugars. Bye.